Okay, students, we can start the class, and today's class is about the types of startups, and we are going to discuss few stories only to understand what are all the different types of startups. Remember that the entrepreneurs are different, ventureship is different, that is, entrepreneurship is different. This is the startup. Both are managed by the entrepreneurs, that is venture. Okay, the startup types is purely based upon the size of operation, or we can say that nature of business. Okay, we will see. So that is the main difference. I hope once we completed, we will move on to the idea generation tomorrow, so that we are able to complete around 1.5 units. So be ready. I think the midterm test schedule has been announced. So for the midterm test, I hope we are able to complete 2 to 3 units. I think we are successfully able to complete 2.5 units. So be ready for that one. And as usual, I am telling, but a Zoom response is entirely different. At least for minimum 5 minutes, you have to switch on your camera. So be clear about that one. Once again, it is the green signal to you. And you have to participate in the activities regularly hereafter. So based upon your activity participation, if you are able to participate for at least 60% of the activity, you will get activity mark. I will publish all of this thing immediately before the midterm exam. So don't worry. You can know your score transparently. Okay. So we'll move on to the how we are going to build the ventureship based upon the economics of scaling. Okay, you can see before that we'll go for the recall. And even though I have given only 3 students answered, that is, I raised one question, how Abhinav raised capital for the launch of the terracotta startup. We discussed in case of Jaipur, how these persons are creating a new network, and in case of that pink city, how they generated the income. So the uniqueness of that one lays in the financing also. Somebody is creating the app, somebody is doing, other body is doing the business. You can see both are different, but it generated income. Where they get the funds, that is nice. So one of your students mentioned that from their savings and loan from the family friends, of course, to the 20% of the extent they borrowed like that. And second student mentioned excellent advertising, digital marketing, very good. That is the today's techno world. You can create apps. If you include the advertising component in this app, then only it will be successful. Otherwise, you won't generate any income. Same thing that student nicely mentioned, excellent advertising using the digital platforms. They created the apps, that apps itself contains different ads. Through that advertisement only, they are getting more income. Clearly understand. I think some of your journalism students are also there. How the TV channels are getting the income? Only through the advertisement. The cost of telecasting is very high. If they wish to telecast one program, per minute it takes minimum 2 to 3 lakhs. They are spending huge money. Where the income is coming? Subscription is very less. And most of them are seeing in online free. So from where they are getting the money? That is the advertisement. Dear students, you must understand that one. All the media, they are getting the income from the advertisement. Then another student mentioned that he also mentioned promoting his business in online. Nicely mentioned. Also, his friends from the international customers. Good. They identified some of the international customers who are having very much interested in the artwork. Nicely mentioned. Because of that only, their businesses tend to grow. So nice answer. I expect more answer from your side. Good so far. So simply speaking, this financing part, they did it nicely through the online platform. They used to call it as crowdfunding. We will see the meaning of crowdfunding, I think, in last unit. When you are presently, you must know. Okay, so these are all the answers. So today our discussion from the LMS is like that. Types of startup companies are there. That part we are going to discuss. This is common topic. Remember that simultaneously we are moving zigzag from first unit and second unit because entrepreneurship process is in second unit. So don't confuse with anything, but we are going in a steady manner. Okay. As per the LMS, it is given clearly types of startup companies. We are going to discuss only these 5 headings today. Okay. Very limited so that we'll have a more discussion of the case studies. So as usual, as a podcast, we are going to discuss the first podcast about the one of the nice app created by a group of persons in Bangalore. You can see that one app now. How Apna became one of the India's fastest unicorn with almost zero annual revenue. See that one without income, they become a millionaire. Income in the sense, not by sales. They received income from different sources other than the sales. That is why it is news is mentioned like that. Because in case of business stamps, through the sales only we will get the income. But here the sales is different. We will see what is that app. I think some of you might have used or you may use in near future to identify your job. Okay. So this is the person, Nirmit Parikh, who is the founder of Apna. Why this app is used, especially during the COVID pandemic period in 2020, we faced a big problem from the migrant workers. These migrant workers decide to move out. They are losing their job, especially construction workers in Bangalore and small vendors, those who are selling products in the roadside. They faced very big problem. Even some of the cases, it moved on to suicide. How to reduce that one? Dear students, that is the nice vision of Nirmit Parikh. He never targeted the middle income or high income. He targeted the blue collar jobs. That means third level jobs who are working as a migrant workers. Because nobody is ready to solve their problem. We can't get the money from them. That is another important thing. So how to solve this problem? The Nirmit Parikh, he identified a unique solution. What he identified? He created a small app as well as the few networking with some of the persons. And through that app in different language, not only in Kannada, but also in Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, all this language. Because especially in case of Bangalore, you might have seen it is a mixed population. So he created a nice app. Of course, nobody is able to use in construction workers, but through this app, both persons, if a person wishes to clean his home, he can contact through this app. This app will link the service provider with the service man. That is, who is asking for service. If I am asking the service, I wish to clean my home exteriors and have a painting. So what I will do, I will enter into the app now and I will give a request. I wish to paint in the exterior side of my house. So what this app will find out? It will find out the migrant workers around him. For migrant workers, they can create and join in the app, or they created with a nice GPS solution where they are living in. He identified more than 3,500 migrant workers, and he got his phone number. He will contact, not he, that network will identify, like our Ola and Uber. How in Ola, Uber, we are going to identify the driver, like that. They identified clearly who are all the migrant workers, whether they are ready to work and complete that job. So if I need a whitewashing for my house, I can put the quote in the Nirmit Parekh app now. Through the app, it will connect with some of the construction worker or painter. They will ask me, okay, I will come and paint you. These are all the charges. And very important thing, the interpreter work. Interpreter work means the migrant worker may not know Kannada or Telugu or Tamil or Malayalam. He is very familiar with Hindi. Maybe they are from UP or from Bihar. So what this app will do, it will translate their language into English or even Kannada or Tamil, same thing, whatever the language. He created nice one so that these people can communicate and appoint that one. You can see the advantage of that app. Some of the migrant workers, they may not know how to speak. They can speak in their own language. They may not have the Android phone. So what he has provided, he provided his number. That phone number of the migrant worker will be linked with that one. A nice thing. So what happened finally? It started income and it is ready to solve the problem of migrant workers. Dear students, that is important thing. It solved the problem of migrant community in Bangalore. So this person identified a problem. He has given a solution which worked out well. That is why some of the venture capitalist company are ready to finance him. And you can see it is they provided around 10 lakh jobs clearly. That is a very interesting thing. And he won't get any charges either from the service demand. That is, if I wish to for whitewashing, I need not pay any amount to this app. Likewise, the whitewashing person who is coming to my house, they need not pay anything to this person. but that app gained more income. That is the thing. How it gained? The advertisement from the third person. If I decided to whitewash my house, what I will do, I will put forth in that app, I am going to whitewash. So identify any one of the worker to my home. Immediately using the text mining process, I hope computer science may know, text mining is nothing. That words will be identified. I might have mentioned whitewashing. So it will capture the word whitewashing and give me a nice advertisement from those who are selling paints. See that one. When I post in the app, within few seconds, I will get a nice advertisement from the manufacturing of the paint companies or local traders, local hardware agents. They used to send, we are selling this color, that color. They will send the shade. You can select. For them, AppNav will charge the income. That is charges. The benefit goes to me as well as the migrant workers. See that one. But funds are provided by somebody. So when I post that message, immediately I will see who is coming to my home for whitewashing. In another side, I am able to see different shades of paints from Asian Paints, which has been given by a person in the hardware unit or a store from K. Narayanapura Cross. This app will get money only from that advertisement. That is how it generated nice income. Dear students, you can see the brains of Nirmit Parekh. That is how he created a business model. That is thing. So clearly understand what he has done, because there's a question at the end. You have to answer which type of category is going to come. Okay. So be ready for that one. That is why I'm giving importance for that one. And you can see that one, this app was founded in 2019. But by the time there was no pandemic, he identified only with the small people. Since the pandemic created big, this app was very, very useful for both end person. And now this app is successful in 28 cities, including Hyderabad, Pune, Mumbai, and Delhi. And recently they are going to introduce in Chennai also. See that one, the app, how it generated the income. For creating this app in a very big manner, he received huge money from the venture capital, Seco Capital, then even the whole ventures. These are all the persons. They contributed on, and you can see as per this news, AppNav has over 5 million jobs. You can see how it created. You can see in this one series ABC. Series ABC means first funding. He received a first funding from CQ Capital India. Yes, he is not having money. First seed money of 100 million valuation has been given by the CQ. Then Tiger Global gave another 570 million. Then in September 21, once again, the Tiger Global, Owl Ventures, GSV, Maverick Ventures, they contributed the money. See that one, for doing this business nicely. That is why even without a proper sale, this app created an income. So dear students, why I told this story, you must know the type of business, because this is a crucial business. It is not getting income from any side, but it is surviving from the third party. We understand. That is the mindset of him, how he created a nice model. So you are going to find out after discussing the meaning of different types of ventures, that is the business startups, you have to list down. Okay. That is why I clearly explain what are all stages. Likewise, another challenging one, there is an example of another person, woman entrepreneur. Even you can't say that she is an entrepreneur. She was once an entrepreneur, then she became an intrapreneur. She is now working in US. She is from Hyderabad. I think some of you know. She started earning only 5 rupees per day, but now she is building around $15 million IT firm in US. How she is able to do? Very tough, hard story. Even nowadays, we have to see like hard stories and soft stories. Once upon a time, we used to call it as tragedy or comedy, but now we are calling as hard stories, soft stories. She was an orphan. See that one. She came from a very small and very poor family. His father sent the Jodi to an orphanage as they lost their mother. You can see that one. She lived in an orphanage from class 5 to 10th standard nearby Hyderabad. So after completing her studies, that means according to their father, since her father put up in the orphanage, he gained some money, so he decided to marry her. So Jodi parents married her off at the age of 16. See that one. By the time she was 18, she was the mother of 2 girls. That is after 2 years. Her husband was also a farmer. He never passed the high school. See that situation. By that time, she was having a determined power. She worked as a daily wage laborer. She had only 5 rupees per day in the farms and mines nearby her house. So later on, what happened? You can see the story. She was one among the few laborers. She can't read and write, but she went to a night school, Nehru Yuva Kendra, and she learned something to write. Then she started teaching for 120 rupees per month. See that one. She doesn't know how to write and everything, but she learned later on in the night school. Then she worked in the same night school. She started stitching petticoats. She was treated as a librarian. Then what she did? Usually she used to travel by 70 kilometers by train every day. She used to do a business, small business in the train when she was traveling. And it is mentioned that even she sold her Mangalasutra, that is the chain, gold chain. And she used to sell saris and petticoats on the train when she was 22. So she was a vendor in the train. But what happened? Even for the business, for traveling and selling the products in the train, she needs capital. What she did, she bought the saris at credit and she used to sell. Just she had only 20 rupees. However, she made 2,000 rupees per month. But Now the story turns in a different side. Even during that period, she managed to study in train when he was selling. She got the BA degree from Ambedkar Open University. See that one, the determined power of Jyoti. And first time she got the salary of 135 rupees. Our monthly salary was 398. She bought a saree for 135 rupees. But a chance came. A person who traveled along with the train, they mentioned that you can go to US. You are a well-determined woman. So why can't you can go to US and work as a servant maid of an Indian there? She agreed. The owner took him to US. But what happened in US, even though she earned some money by working as a home worker in the US, she learned software. That is the nice thing. Because in that home, she was sent along with an IT professional. They taught her the software. And by the time she started earning. See that one. She was working for a Gujarati family in New Jersey. She earned $350 per month. Then, after learning all this software, she worked as a sales girl, room service in a motel, even a babysitter for Indians there. See that one. How she fought her lives then. She was able to join in the Computer Science Society, CS of America, in 1988. And she used to earn $40,000. Savings itself $40,000. She learned by the time the software solutions in US. See that one. And by the time she practiced everything as a software engineer. She took her husband and doctors to the US. She made her doctors to be in software engineers. See that one? A person who was in orphanage, moved into train, worked in train, sold products in train. Then she went to US as a servant maid. She introduced the software engineering there. She completed software engineering course there by learning, and she started her own job in US. How? An uneducated person turned into an educated one. She was later on get the from the then President of India. See that one. Why? That is the recognition she got. We have seen stories, even now we are going to see a number of stories. All these stories, there is one important point is there you are going to identify. Okay, we have seen one story, how an app it generated income without sales. Another one, a story of an individual woman, how she gained income. What was the determined power of that Jyoti? She was an orphanage person. She worked as a vendor in the train. Then she went to US as a home worker. She earned $350. Then she studied software engineering there. And she became a software engineer. And she herself ran an organization there. See that one. The determined power. Now she is having the $1 million and she has been recognized from the President of India. So these two stories, you are going to identify clearly what type of startups these two persons belong. So let us see the conceptual side of the different types of startups. From the LMS, I have taken directly. First classification is large company startups. That is dream big. Like our Abdul Kalam used to mention, have a big dream. Here, large company startups which will aim for in a massive manner. It will be a trendsetter for others. That is important. It never means that we are going to start an organization like Tata Iron and Steel or Tata Motors or Tata Consultancy Firm. It is very difficult. At least we will aim for a very big one. We used to have a nice foundation for that one. That is what large company startups means. So be clear, dear students, you have to understand the concept right way. Large startups means we are aiming for high with some innovation. Innovation is essential. That is why the name startup is coming. Otherwise, it is called as a business unit. We won't call it that one as a startup. Something innovation. Here I am going to tell one example of that one. You know about that one, the Zoom car in Bangalore. You know this person, Greg Moran. Greg Moran is the founder of CEO Zoom car. You are able to see even now when I am coming from home after my lunch, I saw some of the persons our students are traveling in Zoom car. Not Zoom platform, it is Zoom car. See that one, how the Zoom car was introduced in Bangalore, how it dominated. You know about the Zoom car, it is only a car lending platform. It is considered as a self-driving car in Bangalore. And even you can use in the city as well as the outstation. It started its operation 5 years back as a car rental platform. Be clear, car rental platform. 3,000 cars they managed. And it is now available in 26 cities with $45 million funding. Dear students, think about that one. That is why the innovation is coming. Previously, we were not having a good platform for car rental. Now it is made. Only thing the color, I think the number plate color will have a yellow mark. See that one, the innovative idea comes. Why can't we can solve the problem? We can rent the car to the public. He did it and achieved that one. See that one, the Zoom car. First, he introduced with one private organization called Ramesh Tours and Travels in 2013. Ramesh Tours and Travels, still, you know, it is having its headquarters nearby that satellite bus terminal. And now it was having office in even the Shantinagar bus stand also. First, he joined hands with the Ramesh Tours and Travel. And just he added only few Mahindra and Mahindra. But in 2015, till 2015, they used to run manually. They were not having any app, anything. The scale of business is less till 2015. But later on, he decided to increase the fleet of these cars. Fleet of the car means more cars into the business. So he need huge financing. He raised $3 lakh. See that one, not a small money. He raised huge money to buy this car. And using the technology, he created a new app. Betting on technology, Zoom car was named as the top 10 most innovative companies in India. See that one. It launched Cadabra, a full stack solution from the IoT platform. It was equipped with Bluetooth and 4G cellular connectivity. Wherever it goes, we are able to track that one. He introduced massively and he made it as success. You had wait and see. Last 5 years it was running very successfully. Even we can say last 2013 to at present. More than 8 years it was running successfully. It was considered as a startup under the very big manner, that is large scale. So be clear, that is why it has been titled like that. The conceptual side, you must know large company startups. It is a large company startups. Why? Because it is having some innovation as a car rental, then it is going to manage in different places in a very big scale, economics of scale. We can't put one car to run the software or only one car for the purpose of hiring. They started in a big manner. That is the large scale startups. Aim itself is high. They achieved that one. Next concept, next type of startup, scalable startups. Here, scalable startups means it provides the people with the avenue to communicate. It will provide an aim or it will provide an opportunity to increase the business. That is the scalable. Now they will start in a small manner. In future, they can make it as a big scope. Only one thing you have to find out. Now we are having only one restaurant in a particular place. Whether we can move in a very big manner like a chain business, one place in Narayanapura, another one in Bairadi, Hennur, Hebbal, everywhere. So by the time of installation itself, you will think we can have a scalable startup so that once if we created the brand, we can give a franchise to these units. We can set up in different places. Even very good example is A to B in Bangalore. Okay. Here is an example for scalable one. There is one organization called Skillensa. Skillensa. It is called as the Walking LinkedIn, which was introduced by the Shubhendu Panigree. The Shubhendu Panigree introduced that one called Skillensa. That is skilling lens. That is identifying best things among you. It is once again a HR platform, human resource platform. Here, what they can do, if you want to get a job, you can go to the Skillensa. It will train you. It will put your resume, everything in a correct website. They may call you. It was only a recruitment website, but they made it successful. Their aim is they started in a small manner, but finally now it is a very big organization. This is not for blue collar, but for white collar jobs. Previously, in case of we discussed one of the blue collar job, how the migrant workers were benefited because of an app, but this is not targeting migrant workers. This will target only the persons who are in need of job. It is equivalent to a job portal. And you can see even if some other companies need a good person, they can recruit from this organization because they created a nice rapport, especially in case of Electronic City and in Whitefield. Because IT field, the people are changing quite frequently. And it is called as HR tech startup, Skillensa. It raised around $1 million. See that one under the Capitals Education Catalyst Fund. They created that one. They are also called as the Blue Menchers. And what is their work? They are providing the job portal and job assistance. That's all. They will link you with the companies. They will identify the talent from you and report to a company. That is their work. You can see they introduce the number of hackathons to find out the skill level of the persons who registered in their website. Hackathon means creating a prototype and they are exhibiting, creating the new ideas, all these things comes under the hackathon. Okay. They introduced the hackathon and identified who are able to provide a very good skill set. These people were only been identified and he passed that information to the recruiter. Simple thing, it acts as an intermediary, but it worked well and they are able to gain money. Here is an example of how these people created the hackathon. Okay, so this is the second classification. So you must know first classification we discussed. This is the second classification. It clearly mentioned the scaling up of business is possible, but with some little difference. If you see that one, they started in a very small manner, but how they scaled up, they wish to go and meet the HR persons in different places in person. They assume that it is equivalent to a job portal. You know, there are a number of job portals now available in online. They created equivalent to a job portal. So their aim is big, but they started in a small manner. That is why the startups are called small scales. If there is no dream of making big, it is not coming under this classification. Be clear. If you want to classify under this classification, the aim should be big. They will have a strategic plan for future. Otherwise, it won't coming under this classification. But they are laying foundation to create this strategy. Here is an example. This app will communicate with the job seekers and job needers. Nicely, they used to manage. They used to get the money from the subscription model. Then see, now they are saying that this having more than 40 clients like Zomi, Ola, Simple Land, Nolarity, and Hike. They mentioned clearly. Okay, that is why it's called as this model. Next one is lifestyle startups. The third classification of startup is lifestyle. It is not the lifestyle which you are seeing in almost all the malls. That is a business unit. Lifestyle startup means the owners of the business are having such passionate comment over their work. We'll see one example nicely. What we call it as lifestyle startups. They will give importance only for the work for well-being. You can see the example. You might be wonder why I call this one as the lifestyle startups. These startups will create something new which will come under the regular life. And their aim is, if this service is not available, most of them will find it very difficult. They wish to create a nice monopoly among the people. Even now you can see the mobile phone. If the mobile phone is suddenly abandoned, what you will do? Nobody is able to have survival capacity with the mobile phone at present, including me and you. Same thing here, in case of lifestyle startups, they aim like that. We have to go in a massive manner, but we have to create such a manner that without this product, the customers will find very, very tough time. Say that this is coming under the essential thing. Essential. Here is a nice example in Bangalore. Dunso. It was very famous in offline in Mumbai. I think some of you know about the Mumbai Dabawalas. Anybody knows Dabawalas of Mumbai? I think some of you are.
Yes, sir.
Yes, able to. Who are called Dabawalas?
Sir, they are actually tiffin carriers. Like if, what they does is each tiffin has their own location and all marked in it. So these people go to the houses of these workers, collect these tiffins, take them to their office so that they could eat homely food.
Good. Correct. You are absolutely correct. 101% correct. Dabawalas are said to be the business model keepers for doing so. In Mumbai, if you are living, you can't survive without these Dabawalas. Because they used to take a nice tiffin from your home. Morning 6 o'clock, you have to start. By the time, you may not have a nice cooking food for lunch. So you need not worry. You can leave home. Your mom will give the food. She will prepare by 11:30. And she will give to these Dabawalas. And not only one Dabawala will receive. They are having a nice network throughout the Mumbai. And it will reach your office for lunch nicely. You will have hot and good food. Now, after that one, still I know, even after the introduction of the Swiggy and Zomato, these people are still depending upon Dabawala. Once I was in Mumbai for 1 month time, my grandma used to give through this Dabawala. When my college studies, we used to have time in BSc, Bombay Stock Exchange, in those days. By that time, there was no app or mobile phone. But for us, the training period will start by morning 8:30 and it will go up to 4:30. I need not worry about the lunch. In the reception, now we are calling it reception. Exactly by 12:30, when I come down from the third floor to the ground floor to the reception, my tiffin box will be there with a nice number by the time. See that one. But now same concept was now introduced by the Dunso nicely with the app as well as the different people. Their aim, they used to create it. The people should accept that one, they have to use this service forever. There should not be any end. Even in Bangalore, I know some of the faculties, what they are telling, exactly by 12:30, now they are receiving the food from their home through Dunso, as well as I think one more app. I think you know well. If you are not going home, even students are getting that one. To our college, the security persons are receiving, even though we are restricting security to not to get all those things to take the risk, but even then the people are coming. See that one, that is the business model created by the Dunso using the technology. That is the exact mindset of these four people, Ankur Agarwal, Dalvir Suri, Kabir Biswas, and Mukund Jha. It started from Bangalore. Remember that most of the startups are from Bangalore. They nicely planned. They created a nice technology in the Dunso, and they made it. You can see their advertisement, lazy to move. Don't worry. Dunso do it. Here is a Dunso from Hyderabad. They expanded to number of places now. They are working in different places. Actually, it was created by the Kabir. He started that work for laundry only. laundry pickup and drop, but now they are engaging in almost all the work. They will come to the or go take the laundry and use that one that they used to did. They made it successfully. So that type of startup is the lifestyle startup. Okay. You can see the doing so. Even the woman empowerment is there, and it created the first Google direct investment around $12 million. That is the success of the doing so. And most of the people, they get the fund. You can see the light box ventures, everything. The balance classification is small business. That is usual thing. You are seeing now the Yulu in Bangalore. What we are using as an electric vehicle, it is also, they never targeted in a big manner. They targeted in a small manner. Okay. So that is regarding today's class. So my dear students, your work is you have to identify under which category these startups will come. We'll see the viable startup work. We have discussed two things in the beginning. That is, one is about the Jodi, how she created that one. Under which category you can classify the startup. Another one, the podcast for today. Yes, Nirmit Parikh. Under which classification you will classify? That is my question. We will meet you tomorrow. Until then, bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.